thank you to everyone who helped us to make this happen.
Right now at 10, how doctors in our area are lending their expertise to help out those in Ukraine. And helping out everyone's friend, how patrons at one Madison bar are remembering their favorite bartender. And later, survive in advance after a close call with Colgate. The Badgers are looking ahead to Iowa State. We're going to preview that matchup coming up at 10.
Russia aggressor every hour killed children, old people, and women. Every hour very, very important for us.
That's the message tonight from the mayor of one of Ukraine's biggest cities as Russian attacks on the country continue. This is new satellite images tonight showing just massive damage to a theater in Mariupol, which was bombed this week by Russia. Now, U.S. leaders are saying today that they will continue their support of Ukraine.
Putin's war of choice against Ukraine has been tragic. Russia's invasion has taken a terrible toll on Ukrainian lives, including brave soldiers and far too many innocent civilians.
Now take a look at this new video tonight from a French fighter jet joining a NATO mission to secure Estonia's skies. NATO is working to shore up its defense positions with extra ships, planes, and troops. President Biden has said that the U.S. will not be sending forces into Ukraine, but will defend NATO territories. Meanwhile, the refugee crisis in Ukraine is getting worse. The UN says that 3.3 million people have fled the country. But today, some of those refugees in Rome received a special visit from the Pope. He visited a pediatric hospital in the city to send kids well wishes. And please don't forget that you can get the latest headlines out of Ukraine by downloading our Channel 3000 News app. It's free and available in the App Store. Okay, to weather now. This is a live look at the Capitol coming up here. It's a pretty rainy morning for much of southern Wisconsin, but it should be staying clear tomorrow. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is outside and has your certified most accurate forecast.
We started off with not just rain, but a little light snow early today. Bit of a slushy start to the day at times. And by this afternoon, with the sunshine coming through, turned out to be a pretty decent end to our Saturday. The good news, we're going to hold on to this clearing Doppler track for us heading overnight and into Sunday. Overall, precipitation totals over the last 24 hours generally staying under 1/4 of an inch for southern Wisconsin. Some isolated areas further north saw a bit more. And right now we do have actually some snow, measurable snow on the ground north of Dane County, under an inch, and most of that should be gone by tomorrow. You really have to travel north of Rhinelander still to see that 3 to 6 inches on the ground. But tomorrow, the first day of spring, it's really going to feel like it. Today we saw highs in the upper 40s with that sunshine. Tomorrow we'll add on about 10 degrees for afternoon highs in the upper 50s with mostly sunny skies, milder temperatures for your Sunday. We'll hold on to the mild weather for the start of next week, but our next rain system is right around the corner. We'll take a look at the timing for that in just a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Dana. Developing tonight, Beloit police are investigating after 2 people were hurt overnight, likely connected to a shooting. Now, officers say that this started when they were investigating an alleged shooting around 3 o'clock on Collie Road. That's when they received a report of a crash about 2.5 miles away on Cranston Road. Now, police say that they found a vehicle on fire and had 2 people inside, one of them with a gunshot wound. Both of them were taken to the hospital. Now, officers say they believe the victims were targeted, but they didn't say how the shooting and the crash may have been related. Anyone with information should please call Beloit Police. The DOJ is investigating after a deadly fire in Juneau County. The sheriff's office says that this happened this morning in Union Center. Officials believe that 2 people were inside the home at the time, and one of those people were later found in Elroy. The other person was found dead inside of this house. Their identity has not been released yet. Outside of Milwaukee, crews are cleaning up after 8 train cars derailed and crashed into a pond. The mess blocked traffic to some Pewaukee homes for most of the afternoon, but luckily, no one was hurt.
Our friends said that it sounded like a snowplow, like that sort of scraping sound you hear in the morning.
The Waukesha County Sheriff's Office says that the cargo train was slowing down when the boxcar came off the tracks. Aside from one boxcar with lumber, all the other cars were actually empty. The Canadian Pacific Railroad says they're investigating. Next tonight at 10, this was the scene today at the White House. Flags at half-staff in honor of Don Young. The Dean of the House of Representatives died last night at the age of 88. Now, Young had been serving the state of Alaska since 1973, making him the longest-serving member of the House. In 2020, he was reelected for the 25th time. The Republicans' office says that he died while he was actually traveling back to Alaska. President Biden says that Young was a man who always stayed true to who he was and the people who he represented. In a statement, Biden also called him tough, loyal, and larger than life. Topping our virus headlines tonight, despite a zero COVID strategy of lockdowns and mass testing, China is still reporting COVID deaths. The country is reporting 2 deaths today, and that's the first time that has been reported in 14 months. China has been battling its worst outbreak in 2 years, driven by a surge of the Omicron variant. China has had more than 4,600 deaths since the beginning of the pandemic. Here in Wisconsin, new COVID cases are still trending downward. Yesterday's DHS data shows that the 7-day average was less than 340 cases. Now, fewer than 3% of tests are coming back positive, and now no counties are in that very high level of COVID activity. But hospitals are still struggling. A new report from the Wisconsin Hospital Association shows that staffing shortages are at unprecedented levels. Experts say that the long list of factors of tensions are creating this problem, but the pandemic and the Great Resignation are making it even worse now.
The highest vacancy rates across the board are in entry level or those frontline technical positions that hospitals need.
They're getting burned out, and that's causing some of this resignation as well, as people are just really tired after 2 years of picking up extra shifts to try to help fill those voids. But
we are going to have Naomi Cole's full conversation with hospital leaders tomorrow morning on For the Record right here on WISC-TV. New tonight at 10, a fireball of a personality. That's how patrons at a Madison bar are remembering bartender Mary Reed tonight. Dive In Madison hosted a meat raffle today. Money raised are going to benefit Mary Reed's family, who was killed in a hit-and-run crash in Florida earlier this month. Now, Reed worked at several local bars over the years, and those who knew her say that you were lucky if you got a chance to meet her.
First time she welcomed you at the bar, as she took your order, you always knew that she meant it. She was heartfelt. She was down to earth, and people felt that, anchored into that with her, and now we're all part of the same community because of her.
Reed is survived by her 2 daughters, a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old. Now, if you'd like to help out this family, we do have a link to their GoFundMe page, which is on our website, channel3000.com. As we have learned, there are tens of thousands of Ukrainians who still need our help. And as Tahalil Mahadin shows us, a doctor right here in Madison is answering that call.
The energy is high and a bit frantic, but not chaotic.
UW anesthesiologist Dr. Adrian Pacherko is lending his expertise.
Surgical. Surgery.
The second-generation Ukrainian-American making the 2-hour drive from Madison to Bensonville, Illinois, to make a difference.
There was something that hit me right in the gut when all of this happened, to help in whatever way I can.
He's among about 70 volunteers, helping sort and pack roughly 80 tons of medical supplies to support Ukraine.
So it takes a little bit of medical knowledge and a little bit of creativity sometimes to imagine what would be most appropriate to go to frontline versus to the hospital or to surgery.
It's an undertaking started 3 weeks ago.
I got 3 of those. The catheter?
By members of the Ukrainian Medical Association of North America.
We didn't know how to do it.
We learned as we went.
Yeah, we learned during the process.
A few days after the Russian invasion, reaching out to their colleagues back home.
Tell us, what you need? How you doing? Are you running out of supplies? Are you prepared for the wounded?
Seeing a need and filling it.
People were skeptical about, our wants and needs, and now we're looking for plane number 2, so.
And that cargo plane headed to the Polish border isn't just carrying medical supplies.
Oh, we're also going.
Yeah.
We want to meet doctors at the border. We want to see refugee camps, and we also want to do research for ourselves, how we can help from here.
A feat they say wouldn't be possible without the help of their volunteers. Like Pacherko.
Tremendously meaningful.
Proud of what they've accomplished so far, and more importantly, looking forward to what comes next.
We can just imagine how many lives we can save back in Ukraine.
With a special message to the people of Ukraine.
We are here with them, by our heart. And everything what we do in here is for them.
In Bensonville, Derailed Muhaddin, News 3 Now.
And get this, the first cargo plane is actually set to carry about 50 tons of medical supplies to Poland this Thursday. Now, once it gets there, the Ukrainian government is going to help distribute the shipment to hospitals across the country. President Biden's Supreme Court nominee is about to get her day in Congress. Coming up at 10, why friends of Ketanji Brown Jackson say they always knew that she'd end up on the nation's highest court. And Woodman's is trying to save you a little bit of money at the pump. So why are they being sued? That answer's coming right after the break.
(1-800-GOT-JUNK) can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. Because custom orders receive priority. You'll get an extra $1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 41 combined MPG in an Escape Hybrid? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it. In a Ford built your way. Order your new Explorer SUV to lock in the special Flex Buy offer and get $1,000 custom order cash.
We're here at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, where we're highlighting some unique playing styles.
Yeah, Jerry. Take Marge and Carol here. They're sure having fun. And notice what appears to be a lucky troll dial on this machine.
Oh, and look, that's the famous bingo card tap. That one always brings good luck.
And check out the form on this pull. That's gotta be a lucky bracelet.
Looks like you got your own lucky bracelet.
What bracelet?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Everything seems to be more expensive these days. Everything costs more. Ron Johnson should be helping families like us, but he seems to have helped himself instead. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. He's doubled his wealth since taking office. It doesn't seem fair to me. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
After defeating Colgate Friday night, the Badgers look to make the NCAA Sweet 16. A look ahead to the game against Iowa State.
And Sunday is going to be the first day of spring. We're going to give you the forecast as we're looking at spring-like conditions from 6:30 to 8.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Well, it's another historic day for SpaceX. The company's Falcon 9 rocket flew for an unprecedented 12th time today. The rocket lifted off at Cape Canaveral this morning, carrying 53 internet satellites. The rocket later came back down to Earth for yet another successful touchdown. We are looking ahead to Monday when confirmation hearings begin on Capitol Hill for President Biden's Supreme Court nominee. If approved, Ketanji Brown Jackson will be the first black woman to serve on the highest court in the country. As Nancy Cortez shows us, it's an honor that one of her friends first predicted when they actually met in college.
I've always known she could be the one.
Lisa Fairfax has known Ketanji Brown Jackson for more than half her life, cheering her on as she went from public defender to federal judge to Supreme Court nominee.
The unmitigated joy of seeing someone that I love be nominated is why I'm still smiling right now and probably getting ready to tear up.
Fairfax is 1/4 of a remarkable quartet. 4 women who met their freshman year at Harvard University and all went on together to Harvard Law School.
I think it was divine intervention.
Like Fairfax, Antoinette Coakley is now a law professor. Nina Simmons is a corporate attorney.
We met, we bonded, we became roommates, and then we became lifelong friends.
Fairfax says it was a young Ketanji Brown, the child of 2 teachers, who pushed her friends to excel.
I remember she would say to me, you know, so much can be done early in the morning.
By sophomore year, Coakley was openly predicting that her roommate would someday be the first Black woman to be named to the Supreme Court.
I thought if there was ever an opportunity for someone that came from our background to ascend to those heights, it would be her.
Now they call themselves her hype team as she plows through meetings with dozens of senators.
I've been sending her scriptures and prayers.
What does it mean, her nomination and hopefully confirmation? What does it mean? It means America. Come on, yes. This is who we want to be. This is who we said we want to be.
There's another first to think about here. Judge Jackson would not only be the first Black woman on the Supreme Court, she would also be the first former public defender, meaning that for years she represented defendants who otherwise could not afford an attorney, a right enshrined in the Constitution. Nancy Cordes, CBS News, the White House.
And make sure to stay tuned to CBS News and News 3 Now for more coverage of the confirmation hearings. Again, the hearings are going to begin on Monday morning. Next at 10, right now we are all looking for the cheapest gas prices, but at Woodman's Market in Waukesha, they're now being sued for having gas that's too cheap. 2 gas stations are suing the chain for, they say, not charging enough for gas. The companies operating a Shell and BP station are suing for damages worth $80,000 each, based on the number of days they say that Woodman's illegally outpriced them. Now, in a statement, Woodman's is responding, saying that it's in full compliance with its gas prices in Waukesha and believes that this lawsuit is without merit. The chain says that they want to actually have this court get this case dismissed. Now, if you have a Volkswagen, listen up, because the car company is recalling more than 246,000 SUVs in the U.S. and Canada because of problems with the airbags and brakes. The recall covers the 2019 through 2023 Volkswagen Atlas and the 2020 through 2023 Atlas Cross Sport. Volkswagen will let their owners and dealers know by May if their vehicles are included in this recall. In more local news tonight, the Overture Center is celebrating the diversity of our community. The center is hosting its international festival today. It included free performances by artists who call Dane County home and food from around the world. Organizers say that they want people to learn so much about the organization and businesses in our area with global connections.
It's such a blended audience, no matter where you are, whether you're getting food downstairs at the cafe, whether you're wandering through the market or sitting in the seats. Everybody comes together for this, and it's just such a unique audience that we get to see all day for the festival.
But if you couldn't make it to the festival today, you can watch some of these performances on the Overture Center's YouTube and Facebook pages. Okay, Dana's back now with a look at your certified most accurate forecast.
Hopefully you're able to get some time outside tomorrow, because it's going to be really nice. A really nice first day of spring for us on Sunday. Tonight, mostly clear skies, some patchy fog possible early in the day tomorrow, as temperatures only dropping down to about 30 degrees to start off the day. For Sunday and Monday, we'll be near 60 degrees for afternoon highs. Could even see the low 60s on Monday. And then a little bit of a messy system builds in for the middle of the week. Right now, this looks like mostly rain showers for Tuesday, Wednesday, and early Thursday morning, but it could mix with some light snow at times and lead to minor accumulations by early Thursday. Our Doppler track's nice and quiet. Again, we have a mostly clear sky right now. Temperatures dropping to about 30 for our overnight lows. Afternoon highs tomorrow will be close to 60. Could see the low 60s for us in Monroe and Janesville, with a mostly sunny sky and a light breeze coming in from the southwest. Now, by Monday, the cloud coverage really builds back in. Early in the day, we'll see temperatures near 40, and then afternoon high temperatures climbing to the the mid to low 60s. So it's milder outside for us on Monday, and this is in front of our next system. That's going to make things a little messy outside, and not just for southern Wisconsin. This is going to extend throughout the state and much of the Midwest. Overnight Monday and into Tuesday, the rain builds in. We'll have scattered showers throughout the day on Tuesday. Things get a little messier late Tuesday night into Wednesday when temperatures drop, and we could see some mixed precipitation for early Wednesday morning. Right now, it looks like that mix will continue for much of the day on Wednesday. More rain than snow, and then some light snow possible as wraparound for us early Thursday morning before things clear off to the east. Again, minor accumulations for us, but something that, again, could make the roads a little slick outside for the middle of the week, and certainly cools us down for the back half of the week. Mostly sunny tomorrow. Highs will be in the upper 50s. As we look ahead to the end of the month and our 6 to 10 day outlook, very likely we'll be trending below average for our precipitation. Spring's usually when we like to see a little more moisture coming in, and once we get through this event in the middle of the week, it does look like a drier trend for the back half of the work week, the following weekend, and heading into the next week for us. So tomorrow, close to 60 for afternoon highs and sunny. We'll see the 60s again on Monday with a little more cloud coverage, rain expected for Tuesday, and then that mix hanging out with us for Wednesday and Thursday, and then back to sunshine.
I don't know about you, I'm kind of pinching myself because it's been so cold for so long. It's so nice to see these temps up, right?
Exactly. It's nice to go outside and just be able to enjoy the weather and see everything come alive again for springtime.
Yes. Finally.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Dana. And the Badgers got it done last night. They are now getting ready for the second tournament. Their second tourney game tomorrow. More from Milwaukee coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
And now, most admired alum.
Get up there.
This is so embarrassing.
There's no way it's me.
You know her. You love her.
Ruh-roh.
What are you doing here?
It's Anna Gomez. Our first gagillionaire. With AT&T Fiber, Anna's got the fastest internet with hyper-gig speed.
I didn't know you went to this school.
We have a lot in common.
Live like a gagillionaire with AT&T Fiber. Now with speeds up to 5 gigs. Limited availability.
With Microban 24, just one spray fights bacteria all day. It forms a defensive shield that keeps killing 99.9% of bacteria touch after touch. These leading disinfectants do not. Microban 24. Don't just sanitize it. Microban it.
My hygienist cleans with a round head. So does my Oral-B. My hygienist personalizes my cleaning. So does my Oral-B.
Oral-B delivers the wow of a professional clean feel every day.
I'm Gary Canulti, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on a fabulous New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise September 8th through the 18th. Experience the history and beauty of the Atlantic coast, Canadian maritime provinces, and the famous St. Lawrence Seaway aboard our delightful Holland America ship for a 7-night scenic cruise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, to learn more about this tour or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
the Badgers struggled to put away Colgate, but once they found their rhythm, the second half, it was hard to stop them, namely Johnny Davis. The Big Ten Player of the Year helped Bucky advance to the round of 32, and as sports director Zach Hanley tells us, that's solely where their focus lies.
Locked in would be an understatement.
And we're not worried about playing next weekend at all. We got to focus on Sunday, tomorrow.
What we're fighting for is just to have 40 more minutes playing with one another. But when you look at it from, a tradition standpoint of the Wisconsin program, that's our standard. Tomorrow's another opportunity for us to check one of those boxes and keep this ride going.
To live up to that Sweet 16 standard, Wisconsin will have to slow down the Big 12 Freshman of the Year, Iowa State's Tyrese Hunter, a Racine native who's coming off a 23-point performance against LSU.
I don't really feel like I'm in enemy territory. This is basically my backyard right here. I don't really care if they got thousands and thousands of people out there. That's motivation to me. I might shush the crowd a couple times.
It's a matchup the Badgers are looking forward to.
Very dynamic in his ability to not only create opportunities for himself at the rim, but also for his teammates. So definitely it'll be a tough challenge for us tomorrow, but again, we're excited for the challenge.
He has that more of a scoring mentality on the Iowa State team more than I do here. But, he's a really good point guard. I love the way he plays and can't wait for this matchup.
And it's one that could decide who heads to Chicago. At Pfizer Forum, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
Championship Saturday for high school boys hoops. Now, one local squad hoping to cap its historic season with another gold ball. Now, the only thing standing between top-ranked Randolph and another title, Bangor. Now, the Rockets coming in with the most wins ever in a single season, trying to add one more. Well, the winning recipe was Travis Allen bully ball. Sam Grieger with the dime. Alvin muscles his way inside for 2. That's an early lead for Randolph. But the Condors, they keep fighting. Just as the halftime buzzer sounds, Cashin Mychek cuts the deficit to 5. Then again, Randolph, they own the second half. This time, Grieger slings it to Carter Meredith for the dagger 3, and the Rockets etch their names into state and school history, winning their 11th state title.
We expect to just get there, and they don't know how hard it actually is to get there. Tough road to Madison it is.
I would give up anything just for these guys to have that opportunity. So that's the tough part. Is you want success for these boys, and how much hard work and effort they put into it to see them come out on top. I'm just very proud of them.
Whitewater women's basketball just one win away from claiming the program's first ever national title. They're taking on Hope, a team that's only lost one game all season. Back and forth first half. Coming up on the break, Casey Corralo drains a 3 to tie it up at 34, but the Flying Dutch took control after halftime. Hope cruises to the Division III national title, winning 71-58. The Warhawks finished the season 28-5.
All right, it's prediction time. I want to know what you think about tomorrow's game.
I feel like the Badgers are going to get it done. I think it's after the game, they were talking about how they weren't going to allow an upset on their home court, basically their home court. So I have a feeling they're going to get it done, but I think it's going to be a close one. It's going to come down to the wire, like every game has come down to the wire this season. Yeah,
seriously,
pretty much
every single game.
Yeah.
Can we get like a 10-point lead? That'd be nice.
That would be, yes, it would be nice.
For all of us.
We can all stop sweating.
Thanks so much, Jordan. We're going to be right back after this break.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cash back on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
It's Ford Truck Month, America. With new inventory arriving daily, it's time to get after it in a Ford F-150 and a Ford Ranger. Stop by your local Ford dealer today and let us help you custom order your truck your way. Then we'll get after building it. It's Ford Truck Month. Visit your local Ford dealer today. Order your F-150 to lock in 0% financing for 66 months and $500 cash, plus an extra $1,000 retailer order bonus.
I was in excellent hands with Gruber Law Offices.
At the end of the whole process, you felt like part of the family.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They are the best law office in the state of Wisconsin.
wow, this is where you work now?
Figured I deserved a more inspiring space. And with home values being up, I had a lot of equity. So I got a home equity line of credit from Summit, and voila, added a home office.
Took your business to the next level.
Hey, you two have been in your place for a couple years now. Any fun plans?
Well, we just finished a refi with Summit.
Really?
And the plan is to make a bunch of great memories.
We're gonna use the savings to get a camper.
Whatever your goals, Summit Credit Union can help you use your home's equity to go get them.
I rely on my neighbors to watch our house when we're out of town.
I trust my friends to watch our dog while I'm at work.
I have faith in my family when I need their help.
Your neighbor is a local clerk.
Your friend is an election official.
Your family member is a poll worker.
We trust our local elections because our friends, families, and neighbors run them.
We trust our elections because we trust them.
Senator Ron Johnson, you know, when I lost my husband, he made sure he reached out to me. He made sure I had everything that I need, and still, you know, pick up the phone and call me if you need anything. He always says that a lot of people say things when they don't know. I said, I just wish people knew you like I knew you. So the best advice I could ever give a person is before you listen to what somebody else has to say, please get to know a person for yourself.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Wisconsin's small-town schools are facing a big problem.
It's hitting everywhere. Before, it used to be math and science teachers were really hard to come by.
Chris Stanford shows you how rural school districts are dealing with a teacher shortage crisis. Eye on Education, Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
All right, finally tonight, a Milwaukee area band got a really cool opportunity yesterday at the NCAA tournament. The Greendale High School band got a chance to become the Green Yale Band. 30 students filled in for Yale's prep band during the Bulldogs' first round game against Purdue at the Fiserv Forum. Yale wasn't actually able to send its band, so the high schoolers had about a day to learn the Yale fight song and other tunes.
This is really just an amazing event. I mean, there are so many college bands out there that would love to be playing for an NCAA game, and we're out here doing it as a high school band. I mean, it's really amazing.
The Greendale Band is one of the best. Past members have marched in the Rose Parade in Pasadena and the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade. And don't forget, you can keep up to date with all of the tourney action on channel3000.com. Just click on the banner on the front page to take you to everything about Bucky and the tournament. Plus, see how some of the News 3 news and sports anchors are doing on their brackets. And that leads us to our friend Jordan over here. Jordan Reed.
Last check, yes, I was leading, so I'm very excited about that.
Now, who do you have winning the whole thing, though?
I have Arizona winning the whole thing.
Oh, all right. And Arizona's still in.
Yes, they are. Yes,
okay.
so I have Arizona winning it all. So we shall see. But who knows? Bucky can be making the deep run.
That's what I think we're all hoping.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And Dana, I heard you didn't fill out a bracket this year?
I may or may not have missed the memo. I know that's all we talk about, but sometimes Gary and I just live in our weather bubble. Yes. And yeah, that's
Focused.
what it is. But like, wait, sports are happening right now? Right, sports ball. So my focus, guys, thankfully, is on the sunshine tomorrow. It's going to be really nice outside, close to 60 for afternoon highs for our first day of spring. Low 60s on Monday with cloudy sky. Rain showers develop Monday night heading into Tuesday. Could see some mixed precipitation on Wednesday and Thursday. Right now, we're not too concerned about that, leading to a lot of accumulation, though. Some minor amounts, 1 to 2 inches north of Dane County. And then we're back to sunshine.
Dana, thank you so much. And thank you all so much for watching us. Good night, everyone.